attention, right? That's just our little warm-up. So we chose a few of our favorite things that we're currently working on in the book, just as a little warm-up to get ready for our last concert. I'm a little sad and a little really glad, because as much as I love my job, I need a little break, right? Anyway, this is our 6th grade band, and we have lots of fun in 4 different classes, and they're going to show off some of the things that they've learned this year tonight. And did somebody pause it right here? That'd be great, thank you. So we're going to start with a trio called Go Tell Aunt Rhody. We played a couple of trios last time we were up here, and we talked about how we use those for solo and ensemble and to go out into the community, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in just a minute. Okay, so now we have something special for you. So the kids, on the very last slide, you saw what's coming up. Next week we have solo and ensemble. And what that is the kids are able to play a solo for a judge or our class all by themselves. And if they play for the judge, they can earn a medal. The same thing with the trios or the duets that we played in the last concert. If they're brave, they all have to play for a grade, but if they're brave, they can sign up and they can play for the judge. It does cost $5 because we hire in a very official judge, and then they can earn a medal for how good they've done this year. Certainly not a requirement, it's optional, but that's something that they can do with their friends, and it's just a lot of fun. So the kids that are brave enough to sign up to play that solo, that means going in a room all by themselves and playing with our piano accompaniment, then they're going to play tonight for you, so that's just a special little treat.
Point 33, Hail the Conquering Hero, accompaniment only.
Next, we're gonna move on and we're gonna play our next 3 pieces. And then the last one is gonna be the big finale where they get to come back up and play with the older kids, the 7th graders tonight. And it's a lot of fun. So, on to one of the favorite songs that we play every year. You guys, when my high school kids come back in the room and they find out the 6th graders have made it to Fury, they all run in with their instruments and play along, don't they, Andrew?
Yes, yes,
Yes, they're like, Fury, Fury. Then they run to the garage and they get in their instrument. So this is one of the favorites and it just never goes away. So we play it every year. Let's be real. Can you believe that your kids have gotten that much better this year? Aren't they fantastic? Give them another hand. Okay, the next piece we're gonna play, you heard us play along with a recorded track earlier, but I do a lot of things with recorded tracks because it's a lot of fun to play along with. If you were in band when you were a kid or younger or any time, raise your hand. Did you use that wonderful metronome? Mr. Blevin loves the metronome. I like the fancy beat tracks that you can pick, and sometimes even let the kids pick the beats. Because we like to just keep that steady beat, but just do it in a new fun way. So, next is Downtown Strut, and it goes along with a really fun track. So you'll get to hear kind of some of the things that we do in class and use in class. Okay, before these kids play their last piece by themselves, we have a few little awards to give away. Mr. Blevins is going to help with that. So if you hear your name, I would like for you to hop up and very carefully come to the front of the stage. And Mr. Blevins is down here. He's going to hand you a medal if you've gotten an award, okay? Or he'll help me. Okay, so for our 6th grade awards tonight, we have 3 Most Improved awards. So these go to kids who maybe had a little bit of a tough start, or they picked an instrument and they really want to play it, but it was a little bit harder for them to get started. But since then, they've really come along and are doing a super job. And they all are. You guys, every one of these kids deserves ice cream. It is so hard to choose awards, but we did. So our first Most Improved award goes to Yoreli Escobar. Good job. We are proud of you. And our next Most Improved award goes to Crystal Rangel. And our last Most Improved award, when we were just looking at the list of kids and trying to decide, because it's hard, all of these decisions are hard, we chose a kid who didn't just improve in music, but that came to me and said, Miss Blevins, I'm going to do better this year. My grades are going to be better, my behavior's going to be better, and lo and behold, he became a better musician too. You guys are super proud. Devin Beatty. That's just an example of what music can do for you, for real. Okay, and now we have a few outstanding. So there's always some of those kids who just really like to practice and really strive to be the best that they can possibly be. And so our outstanding percussionist this year is Danielle Telez. We have 2 outstanding brass players. One plays trumpet and one plays trombone. First is Christopher King on trumpet. And our other outstanding brass player is Cameron Allen. We have an outstanding woodwind award coming from each of our 3 instruments that we start on woodwinds. And for the outstanding woodwind flute is Becca McCullough. Clarinetist this year is going to switch instruments, but has done an amazing job on clarinet, Lizelle Fife. And last but certainly not least, brave enough to play a solo on the saxophone, Mason Pittman. Like I said, they all deserve ice cream whenever you can get there, because you have amazing kids, and having them be in music is so good for them. I hope that you can see that, and I hope you see that every day. Okay, we really like the last piece that the 6th graders are going to play, but I'm going to read you a little, I don't know if it's really a poem necessarily, but it goes along with this piece of music that we found called Mecha Dragon. It's a brand new piece this year. Nobody else has played it, but lots of middle schools are playing it right now. So think about this while we play our next piece of music. We said we could build it. We were right. We said we could feed it. We were right. We said we could control it. Maybe not. Loose upon the city, her rampage knows no limits. Human ants flee beneath the shadow of her wings. and towering skyscrapers wilt against her fiery breath. They call her a monster, but her true form is yet to be revealed. As she feeds on the city's electrical grid, her power grows. Soon she will transform, evolving into an even more dangerous force. Her creators stay behind, watching her metamorphosis with horrific fascination. What have we done?